Peace. I think we are up.
Yeah, man.
And running.
What's good? What's good to the people?
In effect, couple of technicals, as usual.
Yeah, we back. Yeah, heroes.
You know how we do. Alejandro is in. He's out. He's fired.
Yeah.
Look, the video's gone. It's coming back.
Well, we here. Thank you guys to the people. I saw somebody call us the Dot Mob in the chat. I like that.
I like that. The Dot Mob.
I like that.
The Dot Mob.
For people who watch battle rap, y'all know what the Dot Mob is.
Absolutely. We are the Dot Mob.
Yeah. Oh, what you doing now?
Oh, last week, shout out to UrbanX Nation.
Yeah, thank you for the people being here on time.
Being here on time, you know, doing what we do. Last week I forgot to let the family know that I purchased a new toy. And I'm going to show off while the show is going on.
Okay.
All right? You've heard of the Keurig coffee machine, yes?
Yeah, I don't drink coffee, but yes.
And you put the pod in.
Yeah.
You press the button. And voila. You get a coffee.
Right.
Right? Different brands. Dunkin' Donut coffee. You know, all the good stuff. Well,
Starbucks, yeah.
They have one now for champagne and wine. Okay? So, I saw this, and you know me being the infomercial junkie that I am.
Yeah, for the people who are listening or who are not watching, my pops, he's a very easy sell, yo.
Get my credit card.
Like,
Get my credit
if
card.
he sees something that looks moderate and he's willing to buy it, he gonna watch a couple more videos on it, and then he just gonna buy it. Very easy sell.
Yeah, but this, my friend, is by Keurig. So this is a name you can trust.
Okay.
They make the coffee pots, right? So, comes in these little pods. I'm not doing a commercial for Keurig, right?
Okay, you basically are right now.
And inside these little pods is everything. The sangria, the wine, everything is inside of here. And you put it in the machine. I will do this for you. Yes?
I would like a cup, yes.
You would like a cup?
I would like a cup.
After all that shit you talking,
Yes, whatever.
you would like a cup.
Whatever you started
All
at.
right, now people can't see this, but you will hear it. Go to work. It says press start. It's very simple. And as we're talking, you're getting a glass of sangria. They have Mai Tais, Long Island iced teas, spritzes, beer. This is amazing. It's by DrinkWorks. Oh, here we go.
You giving them free? You giving these people free promotion? We charge for that up here.
Oh, you hear that? Oh, you come home from a hard day's work, want a little glass of champagne.
You don't even. And the thing is, he don't even drink that much, which is
no, I don't. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Voila.
Thank you.
I myself.
Isaiah Bright, thank you for the donation. Ah man, he says babysitter backed out.
Ouch.
He can't make it. But you know what?
We're gonna send you something anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a Mai Tai. Yeah.
We appreciate you, dog.
Absolutely, King. We appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? He's a part of the UrbanX family. You know, like he's a made man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's some people who show so much love and support. Like they made men, like like the mafia. The only way out was in the box. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Feel me?
Facts.
Yeah. Shout out to Isaiah Bryant. Shout out to all the people. How was your week, man?
The week was good. Eventful because we're getting closer and closer.
Yes.
To this event. We're 10 days out.
10 days out from the book signing.
So we've
been working hard.
man. Putting the small details together to get that stuff running.
Facts.
But we're there now.
Almost
we're there. A couple of small things we have to do, and that's ball game.
Okay.
Toast. And this is a Mai Tai.
Okay.
So for the fellas, you want to show off to your friends.
Toast.
You know, you be like, yo, who's running the bar? No. The bar runs itself. Absolutely. So,
David Williams, thank you for the support. Thank you
for the support.
I appreciate that.
Before we get started, I wanted to talk about the allure of the illusion that's taking place.
Real quick, before you even get there, I have another quick announcement to make.
Okay.
For the people, since we started this podcast, this is episode 78. Since we started, I've had my trusty UrbanX mug.
Oh, yeah.
Next to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had it next to me every episode. You
Every
can watch the
episode.
first episode, you'll see it.
Yeah.
Today I'm retiring it.
You retiring it?
I'm retiring it.
Wow. Okay. Right. Let's drop a bomb to that.
You know what I'm saying?
But why are you retiring?
Because
That's a good question. Why are you retiring?
got new mugs.
New mugs.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? And these will be available on the site soon.
Okay, so this is available.
This will be available.
So you can be home having your coffee,
Put your Urban Excellence on the cup, man.
or you can put my tie in it too.
Nah, that's kind of weird.
No, it's not.
Okay.
People who drink will drink out of any goddamn thing. You know what I mean? So yes. So you can have those on the site. They'll be available at the book signing.
They'll be available at the book signing, and a whole bunch of other fly merch will be available.
Yeah, we're gonna do that
at the book signing and on site after the book signing.
Yes, we're gonna do that damn thing.
Somebody said, "Will there be an audiobook?" Yes, there will be an audiobook.
We're working on that now. Absolutely.
Now, yeah.
As we speak, we're working on that. So we're gonna cover all bases.
Thanks, man. Listen, we're not joking with y'all. 2020.
Yeah, we're not 2020. We just gonna push all the chips to the middle of the table and go for it. So now I can go for my spiel.
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
All right. So the allure of grandeur or the allure of the illusion is dissipating somewhat. I think in 2020, more and more people are waking up to the bullshit. You know what I mean? And being able to call people on the bullshit more so than ever before. And I say that, let me turn my machine off.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
It's a little noisy, And I say that because celebrity is not celebrity as much as it used to be.
Right.
Because the social media has given people a platform to dissect all of this bullshit, and you realize that these are just people. You know what I mean? The sports events don't hold the same weight, and I'm gonna attribute that to us as a collective waking up a little bit. Like enough of this craziness. You know what I mean? So I wanted to say that, these are just people, and what you're gonna find out, and I said this 15 years ago, while you want to be them, they want to be you. Yes.
Yeah.
So while you want to be celebrity and all they want to do is have real friends, real relationships, people around them they can trust, go to the park with their kids and not be stressed because all of this celebrity paparazzi stuff they have become a prison to their own success.
Right.
Us on the outside looking in think we want that. You do not want that. You think you do. I'm not saying you don't want to be successful. Success has nothing to do with fame. You know what I mean? So you want to be successful in life, but you don't want to be famous, especially in this day and time.
Yeah.
You see what's happening. Yeah. They're bringing these celebrities down one by one. Wesley Snipes, now Halle Berry is mentioning some things.
So I heard about that recently. I didn't know.
Yeah. So back in the day, that was a thing that he Me Too'd her or something. You know what I mean?
No,
so
he didn't Me Too. He put hands and feet on her.
Okay, yeah.
She's actually, she can't hear at one of her ears.
Oh, right. So it was one. Well, that's Me Too. It's not always sexual abuse.
Yeah.
It is abuse, and we're starting to see this go on. And this is not what you think you want, brothers and sisters. You don't want to be famous. You want to work on your craft. I'm not talking about making music in your art form. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, they've been extorting most of these individuals on such a high level that they are trapped in something that they can't get out of, right? And all they want to do is go back to their regular lives and be successful and have a woman around them that they can trust, have their A1 from day one around them that they can trust. And I'm hoping this year we're going to see some things, and I'm predicting we're going to see some things that's going to take all the luster away from these people that you put up on a pedestal. So buckle up your seatbelt, brothers and sisters, because we in it for the long haul, and I guarantee you're going to see some things that you're going to go, wow. So, let's prepare for that.
That was an introduction.
Yeah. Just want to get
I think one of the main things is social media, because we were just watching a old concert clip of Jay-Z when he was at the the Garden in 03.
Oh, man.
And just thinking to me, like, how I looked at celebrities and rappers and athletes back then to how I look at them now. And I don't know if that's a natural progression of how I got when I'm older, but it was people who are grown who looked at athletes,
No, absolutely,
and rappers
absolutely.
that way as well. But I think social media, it shortened the gap because before, like, rappers, they were kind of mysterious. You only saw them when they had an album or a video.
Right.
You thought everything they were living in the videos and the raps was real.
Absolutely.
You thought they were making way more than they actually were.
So now we have the ability to find out they're not making what you thought they were making.
Right.
They're not who you thought they were, and
they're not bright either.
And they're not very bright.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's all coming to a head now because at the end of the day, it's time to put back some time and energy back into who we are as a collective. Right. So, just wanted to open up with that. I don't know what any of today's show is about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's not a lot of
bits
and pieces.
Niggas don't act crazy, we patchwork a show.
Yeah, man.
But we gonna give it a shot. Yes.
Yeah, let's get it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
The last week, the Harvey Weinstein sex abuse case started.
Yes.
And he got hit with a few more charges in L.A. as well, like the same day.
Simultaneously. I think they purposely waited for that. Yes.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of people. A lot of people are happy about this, and I've seen a lot of people happy about this because they want quote unquote black men to shut up now because a lot of people say with them first or get them first, get what happened to Harvey Weinstein. Mm-hmm. You're going after Bill Cosby, you're going after Russell Simmons, why not Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, these people. So now a lot of people are hyped like, well, see, something is happening, he is about to go to jail. I don't think it's that cut and dry. I think he's spending a lot of money.
Yes. First of all, he settled on some cases.
Yes.
And he probably strategically settled on the cases that he felt were the ones that could damage him.
Yes.
More so, right? But they said 90 other women are coming forward, including Rosie Perez, Charlize Theron, a few bunch of people, and they waited to spring that on him as well. So I think they're going to box him in because it would serve for good TV and be a public spectacle to shut a lot of black people up too, to say, see, we are fighting all of these cases, and it's just a matter of us getting around to them. He looks terrible.
Yeah.
He looks like the mobster in Godfather Harlem.
Oh yeah. He's acting crazy.
When he's acting crazy, this dude, his pants look wrinkled.
Yeah.
He's got the walker. Mm-hmm. He just looks terrible.
Yeah.
And I believe that's all by design. Again, to give off the perception, and they're very great at picking these jurors. They got rid of 45 jurors on the spot because they was like, yo, he's guilty. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So they doing that, but they're very good at picking the jurors that they feel will give their client, especially if he has money. There's a science to this.
So when it comes to jury selection and with cases like high profile cases like this, I always find it fascinating that perception is everything, right?
Yes.
So he looks like a real old pasty white. This guy can't hurt nobody.
Right.
You know
Absolutely.
Like, oh, come on, he can't rape nobody. He can't even get an erection. Like,
absolutely.
You know
so it must have been these money grabbers,
right,
who were out to further their career.
Right.
And because everyone knows it is an unwritten rule that there are fringe benefits of being a high-profile executive in Hollywood or the music industry. There are fringe benefits that come with that. You don't necessarily have to rape anybody. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of ass, running around. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but that does not mean in any way that he did not abuse his power. You know what I mean?
Facts. I wouldn't put it past. Yeah.
Fed to him. You see that famous picture with Oprah.
Oh, that's
like serving a chick up. Like, Harvey's leaning over, and she's like, have this. So, because that's the way business is done in Hollywood. There are a couple of ways business is done in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That is, an exchange of ass. Let's just be clear with it. But there's also a darker side, which is baby blood is a currency in Hollywood.
I'm going to need you to code word that.
Okay, yeah. Baby food.
Okay.
Is a actual currency in Hollywood. You know what I mean? For those who are dealing on that level, and it's literally a form of money. You know what I mean? And so there's all of these cases, and it's a young case. I sent it to your inbox. I forgot the people's name. They're actually fighting a case. This guy was in a boy band, and a Spanish kid, was one of the popular boy bands, and they didn't take no payouts. They refused to take a payout. He was abused for years by his manager, who's his handler. But the mother laid out in great detail how this works. And I'm doubling down a little bit, but when the mother got to Hollywood, they told her, you need to fall back because this is the way it's done. You don't need to be nowhere around your kid because it's bad. It looks bad. And she fell for it. And they isolated the child, and they began a process of abuse, giving them drugs, alcohol. All of these Hollywood, Disney executives, they're all involved with this. This is a ring. And again, there are certain levels in the ring. There's ass, and then there's, adrenochrome, and then there's certain levels to this. And so Harvey Weinstein is in the mix with all of that. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to see how this will pan out.
A side note, the Jeffrey Epstein, it's a little special. It's not a little.
I saw that. So it's
happening today.
It's happening today where a couple of women have come forward.
The ages, she was like, I was 13, I was 12, I was 14.
Right.
I was
so now they're doing a mini surviving Epstein situation. Yeah. So we're starting to slowly but surely get it on a grander scale. And I believe, with the Pope or the Vatican, I guess we'll talk about that.
Yeah, the Catholic Church. We could talk about it now. The Catholic Church, they're trying to hide. They're trying to not hide, I guess, but they're trying to hide assets. They're trying to hide assets, but I don't know if you're hiding it in plain sight. Basically, you're just trying to. The way business works, you can protect your assets, but they're trying to hide at least $2 billion from sexual abuse cases, so they can't.
Go under.
Yeah.
If there's such a thing as the Catholic Church going under,
I think they have way more money than
more money than that. So that's the da-dun-da-dun. That's to get you to think, that has nothing. They probably got $2 trillion.
Side note, I watched a video on YouTube talking about the Rothschilds, and the whole video was talking about how the Rothschilds came to power, how they got their wealth, how they were lending money to both sides of wars and things like that, funding wars.
Yes.
Things like that way back in the day, 1800s, earlier than that. And they fast forward to today and was just like, they're not really worth that much now. And everybody in the comments, nobody was falling for it. Everybody was like,
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People are like, we're not falling for that stupid shit you're trying to, they're not worth anything now.
Yeah.
They're worth so much money, it can't even be counted. You know what I'm saying? And they continue to finance war, as we'll talk about that as well. But this Catholic Church situation is so off the rails.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so many people are coming forward. You know what I'm saying? Because that is I'm going to say it again, a culture. You know what I mean? That is a way of life. And because it is a way of life, if my way of life is hunting animals, then I'm going to hunt animals. You know what I mean? If my way of life is baby sauce and baby food, it's going to be baby food. That's just what it is. So we have to remove the veil of illusion.
Yes.
In 2020 and see what we're up against, because we're up against a beast so diabolical that most of us can't even fathom what we're up against. So, but we're gonna find out what this beast is about, because this beast is gonna show its hand a little bit more in 2020. It's gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, because of the day and time that we live in. So yeah, pay attention to that, and it's on and popping.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
What day was it? I think it was Sunday. The Golden Globes happened.
Yes.
And the host Ricky Gervais, he's been the host a few times. He gave his monologue. It was a scathing takedown of Hollywood as
it was
again, and this is more in line of the theme of what we're talking about tonight. And he was just going in, and I appreciated it. I was like, wow.
I really did. It not only was it funny, it made these so-called elite very uncomfortable.
Very. You can see it in the guy Tim Cook was there. from Apple, and then he said something about Apple is slave labor.
Yeah,
and
all true. He mentioned Epstein is not dead. Yo, he was going in.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
You know what I'm saying? He said, when you come up here, just take your award and praise your God and go fuck off somewhere. You know what I mean? And it was so on point. It just set the tone for the rest of the night. I didn't watch. I peeked in on the Golden Globes here and there a little bit, but that opening monologue, and he was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it kind of reminded me of Dave Chappelle, who had 3 or 4 specials to do and waited until the last special to really drop the bomb. So his monologue was 7-8 minutes long.
It's like 8 minutes. Daryl Simmons, thank you for the support.
And it was beautiful. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. And, you know, let's see what happens here for him, or if he cares. You know what I mean? At this point, because the writing is on the wall in Hollywood itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people know this thing is coming down. You know what I mean? So, you know, hold on to whatever little assets you have.
Yeah, I think
it's a wrap.
I think what we know as Hollywood is coming down. I think something new always pops up in its place.
Of course, because illusion is big business,
right?
And keeping the people fascinated about, you know, some other shit going on, so they don't have to deal with the reality that they're slaves. So is big.
So one of my theories is, you know how before, like, the record labels and the movie industry, before it was a chosen few, right? Everybody was trying to fight for those
few slots,
coveted spots, right? Now everything is so readily available. Now it's not even a race anymore. It's just kind of like a free for all.
Absolutely.
And that is that's still a distraction. You know what I'm saying?
It's a distraction, but it also turns even the elite into savages.
Right.
Because they're scraping now for the crumbs that are on the table. Very good observation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think a lot is going to change in that sense.
Yes, but having you watch your television or your smartphone is big business.
Well, like, because a lot of people, even like the movie industry right now, they're trying to figure out ways to get people to watch TV, right? Mm-hmm. But there's people like with, you know, the streaming services and things like that. These major like Netflix and things like that. They just understand that people want to just be convenient and watch whatever they want wherever they are.
Wherever they want. So it was a wide gap left open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you create space between the haves and have-nots, you create a void. Mm-hmm. And the internet and all of these outlets, you know, enable people to fill that void, so you don't need Hollywood.
Right.
And this is the message I'm trying to tell these young people. You don't need a record company unless it's in your favor.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Griselda. I want to speak about them. They've been out since 2003, 2004, putting out, you know, mixtapes and albums, and they're gonna be a very, very important rap group coming up. And I know before you tell me in the chat room that they sell drugs and all of that, I want you to hear me out first. All of that is true, but we collectively are the sum of our experiences. Yes, and in the 80s. If you had a Cool G Rap who spoke about the streets, you had Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. You had Big Daddy Kane. You had Rakim. You had X-Clan. You had Paul Righteous Teachers. You had LL. You had NWA. You had Souls of Mischief. You had Del the Funky Homo Sapien. So we had a collective, and through our art and rhyme and culture, the sum of our experiences was being expressed through the music and so forth. So we respected that. What's important about Griselda, because now we're coming back around full circle. You know what I mean? And not only can they rhyme, you know what I'm saying, they are superior MCs, but I actually believe that what they're talking about is the sum of their experiences, right?
And they've been to jail, and they talk about going to jail. So it's not like they just talking about selling drugs and I'm a mogul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So my point is,
it's like, I believe that. Like, you
I
dead.
don't need 10 Griseldas now.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I need the polar opposite. I need the next Public Enemy, who can rhyme and who standing on what they believe to balance this out, because the industry is going to try to give you 10 Griseldas now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Water it down and try to ride that wave. And in between Public Enemy, a new Public Enemy, and Griselda is a lot of space to be filled. Skateboarders, this, that. But it has to be about the culture and rhyming. So the fact that they're from New York, but upstate New York, is almost like it went up an octave. So before you tell me about them selling drugs, I'm not promoting that, but that's their reality. Now, because we don't need the industry as much as we used to, there is space for the next Public Enemy, the next X-Clan, the next Skateboard, the next De La Soul, the next Jungle Brothers, who can rhyme, who understand the culture. So I do believe Griselda is going to be very important if this next shift comes. Now, they could water them down with 10 more and it dies, but the potential that Griselda represents, them being in the industry for 15 years and never signing with nobody, and then finally coming to the table, but coming to the table with so much leverage.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That I don't mind going into business with a major label if it's a partnership.
Right.
Not I'm selling my soul and it's a 360 deal that's bad, that is nothing in it for me. So if there's a partnership and you have something that I can provide and I have something that you can provide and we can make money together, shit, that's the American way. You know what I mean? So I want us to pay close attention to Griselda. Not because they're selling drugs and glorifying the lifestyle. No, if that's not your lifestyle, then you won't understand what I'm talking about. But pay attention about somebody who's been in the industry for 15 years, who really lived that life, who can rhyme, who do understand the culture, who held all, the cards.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking for the universe to balance that out with some really great groups, Cambada. There's a whole bunch of groups that, if they stay the course, right, and get the allure of Hollywood out of the picture, you too can be successful. So shout out Griselda and A.A. Rashid. Close that album out. You know what I mean?
That album was crazy.
So,
what was Sheen gonna do?
Yeah. So that's crazy.
Crazy.
And the fact that the God is on that, this is more spiritual than maybe we would like to admit. And them brothers got it going on. So I wanted to shout them out because I really got into a lot of their music over the weekend and vibe with them. And, and I felt the superior rhyme skills. And because I'm a big fan of, if you're going to talk that, I want you to uphold it from the principles of the culture first and foremost. And I believe they do that. You know what I mean?
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So,
and the dopest name in the game is Benny the Butcher.
They all got fire names.
Yeah, they all got fire, but that Benny the Butcher.
Benny the Butcher.
Benny the Butcher.
West Side Gun, like.
Yeah.
Your name is West Side Gun, like.
Yeah, that's just all fire.
Conway the Machine. Come on.
Yeah, that's just all fire.
All the names is fire. But R. Kelly's girlfriends, the ones that lived with him, they were fighting on IG Live.
Yeah, they was going at it.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying that was a whole stunt. It was meant to take, I guess, either meant to take away the eyeballs on R. Kelly and put it on them.
Okay.
Or it was to just get their followers up and get their...
Because now there has to be something called life after R. Kelly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And life after R. Kelly, because they still have to survive. Once you become famous, or the drug of becoming famous, you know what I mean, then there is you want that.
Yeah, Joycelyn Savage and Azrael Clary.
Because one of them made a statement that you had sex with me
while I was underage.
That don't sound like some stunt shit. True. That sound like you can go to jail for that shit.
Yeah,
or at least, you know what I mean.
Joycelyn actually got arrested for that.
Right.
For assault.
I heard she had to show up at the precinct or something, and again, these women have been traumatized. Yes.
Yes.
They have been traumatized, and but in that traumatization, so to speak, they still live what is a comfortable life for them, right? So it's sort of like a Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're being abused, but you're being taken care of at the same time, and your lifestyle maybe supersedes your abuse in a lot of cases. So now that he's not there, he's the breadwinner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if he's not doing shows and traveling around, because they're out of the Trump Tower now, and now they in one of his condos. After the condo, what happens? You know what I mean? Are you just regular chicks back on the street now, or do you create a reality show perhaps, or something to keep your name in the limelight? We could see it all.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people not worse off than them, but people with lower level of notoriety get shows on VH1.
Absolutely.
Love and Hip Hop.
So do not be surprised, because the overall analytics speak to this. Yes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can have a YouTube channel putting out positive information, and nobody watch that.
Yeah.
But you can have a YouTube channel talking drama, and the numbers say people like this. The numbers say.
Yeah.
The numbers say you can go to Instagram and put up positive messages and get a few likes.
Right.
Or you can show some ass and it's on and popping. Right?
Yeah.
So even in the industry say you want to put out a positive record, and ain't nobody buying that shit. They want to hear that crazy trap shit. Right? Mm-hmm. Like my favorite joint right now is what's on my Jeep? I want to put Rollos on my Jeep. What? I don't even know what Rollos are.
Is that Roddy Ricch?
Yeah, something on my Jeep. We need those.
Yeah.
I want to put Rollos on my Jeep.
I don't think that's the words. But
that's not the words.
That's not the words.
Somebody tell him, but I need those on my Jeep because he said that. You know what I mean? So, but these is all like, trap records, and because it resonates with more people. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's about numbers. Yes.
Well, my theory when it comes to the music thing, I told you what my theory was. I think social media has a big part of where the music at, and the way and the music has a big part of the way social media, like, it's ping ponging.
Yeah, it's like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, it's going back and forth because now, with social media, Instagram and things like that, people want to show their experiences. So now your phone.
Fargo's on my Jeep. Yeah, Fargo's. I need Fargo's on my Jeep, man.
See,
I don't even know what those are. I need those because he said I need those. Yeah. I gotta be in style. But what are you saying?
Yeah, I was saying because a lot of people, all they do, any event they go to, their phone is out. Right? You want to show where you were at. You want to show this meal you were eating. You want to show this concert or this party you were at.
Right.
So the songs have to kind of match that vibe,
that lifestyle,
and a lot of the, I guess, conscious music and like real hip hop stuff you would listen to, like Griselda, you would never see girls at their concerts, or like
right.
You probably would,
but not. It's not gonna be.
It's not gonna be.
Yeah,
exactly. It's not gonna be like girls rapping to Drake or girls, you know what I'm saying.
And another point about the Griselda piece that's important. It's important that it's somebody from this generation who's bringing rhyming back. See, the elders. What I mean by
they're
that,
in their 30s. They're like they're grown. You know what I mean?
But they're new.
True.
So when the elders have been doing big boom bap and keeping the culture alive, but they're older. So we're in our 40s and 50s.
Right.
So this generation will not rock with that. But when somebody a little younger, not too much younger, but still in their 30s, and it's a brand new feel, more young people will resonate to that. And I only say that because they're going to set the standard for the next generation. Young people forge ahead the next paradigm. The older ones hold the codex. So we understand the boom bap and the history of the culture, but the young people are the ones who expand upon it. And I say that to say, like, when I see Griselda at their shows, like you said, everybody got their phone out and know all the words to their songs, so that plays into that.
Side note, did I tell you I listened to that Price of Fame album?
Oh yeah, that Price of Fame album
hard,
by
man.
Sean Price and Little Fame from Mobb Deep is hard.
Not Mobb Deep.
MOP. I'm sorry. Is hard body.
Yeah. That's
hard from end to end, and it is fire. And I can literally feel Sean Price coming through the album.
Yeah.
His energy, his presence, and it reminds me a lot of Big Pun. I don't know if him and Big Pun
Free
ever
World
did a
Boss,
song.
Thank you for the donation, man. We appreciate it.
Well, we really appreciate that.
Man,
I don't know if him and Big Pun ever did a song together, but they sound
that'd have been hard.
very oh man, this kid Sean Price, and not that I didn't appreciate him when he was here.
Yeah.
But man, so yeah, get that Price of Fame album, and Little Fame from MOP did the production on it. And
he did the production on it.
He did the production on it. He's rhyming on it too, but he did the production.
Oh yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, and Sean Price's wife, I guess, executive produced it, and so it's a tight project. It really is a tight project. So we're gonna see how this R. Kelly thing plays out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was bumping some R. Kelly this weekend.
You gotta keep that to yourself now.
Nah, I'm not. I can't.
Yeah, I was at that brunch like early last year for my man's birthday, and they were playing R. Kelly, and I was just kind of like, it.
Yeah.
Everybody, nobody said nothing until one person go, wait, time out, and then they wound up having to change the music.
But see, this is my thing, and I'm not caping for R. Kelly. I can't unhear I Believe I Can Fly.
Mm-hmm.
I can't unsee The Cosby Show.
Yeah. I
can't unwatch Thriller. I cannot. I can't even unhear Africa Bambaata's song.
Ooh.
I can't.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I can't. I can't unhear, unsee, or unwatch Planet Rock. I can't. These things are embedded within, you know what I'm saying? So when they come on, I have to appreciate them in taking into consideration that these are humans who made some mistakes.
I've always been I've always talked about trying to, like, you have to separate the artist from the art. However, when it comes, like, when it's new information, like if R.Kelly was to put out a song now, you wouldn't.
No. If the music came out now, it's gonna be a little bit different.
It's definitely tainted now.
It's
like,
tainted now. I don't want to hear nothing new.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about my childhood, because the music is the soundtrack to your life. The art is a soundtrack to. Thriller shook the planet. Yes. Right. So for you to say now I have to remove that is removing my memories, which are synchronized with these goddamn songs. Yeah. I could play a song right now of LL Cool J, I Need Love, and all of us who are old enough can remember where we were, who that song, what it meant to that girl, and how that's just how music works. That's how art works. Yeah. It's synchronized into your reality and into your DNA. So I'm not, from a moral perspective, saying you should listen to the music, but the art is what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? You are a spiritual being having a human experience. The human side is going to go through trials and tribulations like you've never seen before. But that spirit, which comes through in the form of art, dance, geometry, all of these, metaphysical forms, it is what it is.
Gotcha.
Should we do a commercial?
Do we have a commercial lined up?
I'm afraid to ask, because Alejandro's back there. Like, see, senor, I don't know how to work the board.
Well, let's try to go to commercial break, and we'll be back.
All right, let's try to go to commercial, and we shall be back.
Yo, Artie, can I holler at you for a minute?
Oh, shit.
Pop's tripping. He want me to ask you for the money for that shirt. You know I wouldn't even trip.
What shirt?
The one I sold you. The one I've been asking you about. The one you got on.
Oh, this shirt. I didn't know you wanted the money, homie. I thought it was free. Let me go get the money for you.
I mean, because it's this blog. Me and my dad do UrbanX.nyc. It's kind of like both ours. I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. Cool.
Oh, shit! Not the
My UrbanX shirt, punk!
And we're back.
And we're back.
Listen, man, for the people that want to see me knock out Big Boo.
Oh yeah. Big Artie.
Big Artie.
Big Artie, come to the event.
Yeah, come to the book sign. He'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
He'll be the one holding the event
So
down.
if you think you gonna come starting no?
Oh nah.
He gonna put them paws on you. That's, that's
yeah.
a big boy, man.
Yeah, that's a big boy. And his paws is like that for real. You don't play.
Yo,
He is really like that.
that was a fun day.
Yeah, that was a fun day. We got some new stuff coming soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we get some time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, what else we got going on?
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So early this week on Twitter, right? Because I be on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I be on.
You be on Black Twitter or just Twitter? I didn't even know there was a such thing until people defined it as Black Twitter.
So Black Twitter is basically defined of basically who you follow, who you follow, who they follow. Because if you retweet stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's all one big network. I try to diversify who I follow. You know what I'm saying? I want some politics in there. I want some authors in there. I'm an author now, so I gotta.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta.
Speaking of being an author,
this right here.
you can get this.
You can get this still, yes.
Go to Amazon.com.
Yes, in the description below, you can pre-order. And once you pre-order, you just email us your receipt.
Yes.
Screenshot your receipt at UrbanX.nyc@gmail.com. I'll send you a code for a free shirt.
And you running low. We got 10 days left.
Yeah, man, that's it.
Because when it's ready in the store, that free shirt business is done.
That is done.
This is for the pre-orders. So,
And then for the people who can make it, they're in the New York area, tri-state area, come out with us on the 19th. You'll get the book prior to everybody else getting the book on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and stuff like that. And come out, have fun with us. We have some appetizers. We have some drinks. We have.
oh, we're going to have a lot of things going.
Yeah, it's gonna be monumental.
And for the fellas, I might have the game on.
We are not having the game on.
I might have the game on. It's a championship series.
It is, yeah.
I might have the game on because I know how the fellas get. You know what I mean? So, Yeah.
Who said that?
Eli said we need the game.
Said we need the game.
Oh, he said he ain't coming.
Eli better coming.
He in the book. He's like, yo, you got the game? Yeah, so Eli is like, listen, so we'll have a nice little section behind the bar.
Okay.
We're gonna put up our TV behind the bar, so you can stay at the bar, buy drinks, and watch the game. But we're doing it huge.
And then we're gonna, me and my pops, we're gonna do a Q&A, live podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna have a performance.
We're gonna have a performance. We are gonna have a
A
performance.
memorable performance.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Can you say Jay-Z?
No.
I didn't say he was gonna be there. I said, can you say that? All I'm saying.
So that's a quick plug, I guess.
Yeah, quick plug.
But I was on Twitter earlier this week, and people like Nipsey Hussle was trending. So I'm like, what the hell?
Okay,
Why is
it's
he
been a
trending?
minute.
Yeah, why is he trending?
He's been trending.
Come to find out, the New York, I think it was the LA Times, as a matter of fact, New York or LA Times, one of the two, they published an article basically saying, like, Nipsey Hussle was a bookworm, and he read a lot of books, and then they posted some of the books he read, like Way of the Superior Man, Richest Man in Babylon, Message to the Black Man,
48
Laws of Power. And the discussion became not that this black man was reading and inspired other black men like him to read who didn't come from educational backgrounds. That wasn't the conversation. The conversation was that the books he read weren't quote unquote real books. It's exhausting. Okay?
See, this is why I be telling you, bro. You got to take a break from this social media shit because
it's exhausting. I saw the word misogynistic 5 times.
These people,
because the books he was reading were sending the wrong message. Because he read Rich Dad Poor Dad. He read books that, on a really surface level, you wouldn't probably call Rich Dad Poor Dad. Because even Robert Kiyosaki, the author, he's not a writer. He said he's not a writer, so you wouldn't call it beautiful writing. But that is a lot of people's gateways into what they might call, financial education. Okay, they have a basic understanding of something.
Tiffany Page, thank you so much.
Thank you for the donation. 48 Laws of Power. Somebody said something that, and I saw like a thread of a lot of people saying, oh my gosh, if a guy tells you he read 48 Laws of Power, leave him. That's a red flag. And then I'm saying, like, if you read that book, first of all, that book is like 500-600 pages.
Absolutely.
Right? Second, that book, the author, he takes actual historical events,
Absolutely.
figures.
I gave you that book in the 6th grade?
Yes, you gave me that book way too early. I was a very angry kid.
Okay, I was swinging for the fences.
I was a very angry kid. But what I'm saying is, when we like to talk about information, we like to talk about what sources you cite. That dude's bibliography is like 200 pages.
The bibliography, absolutely,
because he read so many books.
Absolutely.
And then it's not telling you to do anything. It's a collection of laws from history that he's gained, that he just packaged together
and shows you them in action.
And shows you how they are cyclical. It comes back around. That's all it was. So I just thought it was fascinating how some people who are not rich, who are not these doctors, who are just elitists all of a sudden. Like, everybody's moral compass is pointed at the North Star on social media. And I think this is
the downside of social media.
Yeah.
Where now it's toxic to even educate yourself. And I've always been of the mindset, and I'm talking to parents out there now.
Yeah.
I don't care what your kid is reading. If you're reading comic books, it's a start. You know what I mean? Reading in itself is a left and right brain function. All right? That means the analytical part and the creative part. So it enables you to picture things the way you want to. That's where your imagination comes in. That's where your superpowers come in. So anything you're reading is very, very important. And it's important not to read one series of books.
I actually put that on Twitter. You should read. You shouldn't always read something you agree with.
Absolutely, because you don't learn.
You don't learn anything like that.
Because all it does is confirm what you think you already know.
Read something that might be out of your circle a little bit.
Read something that makes you uncomfortable.
Right.
You got to put the book down for a second and go.
Right.
And then get back to it, because that scrambles your brain in a sense to make you contemplate what this could be. So all of the books that Nipsey Hussle read are critical, and they're important in his life and development, because we're all at different places.
Like, who knows, without him reading those books, he wouldn't be as acclaimed as he is in death. You know what I'm saying? He probably wouldn't have tried to start a business in his community. He probably wouldn't have tried
what you think led to him trying to start these business and feel the need to stay in his community and empower himself from that standpoint? Were these books that he read? And like you said, anytime you see a black man reading, you know what I mean? It's important. You know what I'm saying? So let's be clear. All of the books that I gave you were really of an esoteric, you know what I'm saying, standpoint, because those are the books that I had collected over my journey.
Right.
You know what I mean? But what I noticed is that your books that you read were a little bit more well-rounded, and they dealt with what made you comfortable, and I had to accept that. They're still there for you.
Yeah, I have them. Don't worry.
They're still there for you, right?
I have them.
So it's important, and the reason I say that is because this book, Urban Excellence, is not a Black Dot knockoff book. It is not a clone of my thinking. It is the sum of your experiences.
Right.
And I think that is critical and important. But you always saw me reading. Your mom's was always reading, teaching. So you saw this. So it became a little easier for you to pick up books and read. But when you grow up without a dad, or, you know, your mom's is struggling, and you looking outside of the home, it's important to see your heroes reading and talking about goddamn books. Like, goddamn, I'm reading, and now in depth, y'all gonna question what I read?
Or question what, like, it blows my mind.
That's
really
disgusting.
blows my mind.
That's disgusting. That's really bad. And if you were one of those people who did that, that's really shame on you. That's like saying Hotep niggas. Oh, y'all niggas is smart and shit.
I actually got asked if I was a Hotep.
Yeah. People ask you all the time. I be like, yeah, I'm a Hotep, no-tep. I like to buy a vowel.
Like, what does that mean? Like, what?
I have no fucking
I was explain it. Like, what?
I have no fucking idea. You know what I mean? But, oh, you one of them niggas who be trying to read? Well, yeah, I thought it would be a good idea to read from time to time.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, and people don't even read. They can just read memes.
Yeah.
This generation is a meme reader.
First of all, people, not only people don't read, people don't know how to distinguish real from fake news.
Absolutely.
They don't even, like, they'll see a link to an article. They just read the actual
link. I mean, and that's it.
And share it.
I was a victim of that one time, and then Malcolm be like, yo, Dad, that shit ain't even a real story.
Yeah, I was looking, I was like, wait, they
yep.
actually reported on this? Like, let me click.
True.
That's not real.
True. So I had to begin to get back to the basics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because, you start reading so much stuff at one time. Get back to the basics and follow the source of the story all the way to make sure it came from a viable source. So, ladies and gentlemen, parents, whatever your children are reading, if it's comic books or whatever, if they're reading, you can start there. That's a starting point, and then you can grow from there.
Oh, and if you want some book recommendations, because I got those.
Yeah, he has those.
You can visit UrbanX.nyc and click on the book club tab.
Book club tab.
And give us your email, and then we'll send you book recommendations once a month.
Once a month, and that's based on his recommendations.
And then, so the book of the month will always be a black author. Mm-hmm. The rest of the recommendations will be everywhere. It'll be
right, because we never throw the baby out with the bathwater.
That's a fact.
You're providing information. We want that information.
That's a fact.
Yes.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, we gave a lot of praises to Tyler Perry.
Yes.
A lot of praises to Tyler Perry.
And we got a lot of flack for it.
We got a lot of flack for it. Because a lot of people were saying, like, the images he shows of black men, which we all acknowledge many a times.
Yes,
We've
absolutely.
all acknowledged many a times. But we said that him owning a movie studio
was a step.
Was a large step. It was
in the right direction.
A very, very large step in the right direction. But he just posted up a video on Twitter, and he's showing like 9 or 10 different show scripts, movie scripts and things like that. And he said, yo, I wrote all of these scripts by myself. He said, every other show, network, they have writer's room. I don't got that. I write all my shows by myself.
Yeah, that
right?
That worried me a little bit.
Right? And he said, it's about work ethic and things like that. So one thing I want to say is I always acknowledge the work ethic of some of these people.
Yes.
But you also have to acknowledge the privilege they have, just inherent privilege that Tyler Perry has. He doesn't have to go to a 9 to 5. He doesn't have to do all these things that the average person
in regular life, real life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he has the time to write 9 different scripts. The work ethic, there. A+. You got that. Right, but asterisk, because we understand that he has the privilege to do these things. Sure. He has the time to do these things.
And not saying he didn't earn that.
Right. And exactly, and that came from he worked his way to that privilege.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But the fact that he has this big movie studio, he has this corporation, and that he doesn't see it fit to hire other black writers
is disturbing.
Is a little disturbing. It's not a little disturbing. It is disturbing.
It's very disturbing because you control the entire narrative. You know what I mean? And anything you're doing on your own, it gets repetitive. Yeah. That's why all of his stories are stale.
He just put out a trailer for a new movie that's coming out on Netflix, and it's literally, I've seen that movie from him at least 4 times.
At least. And somebody has to be able to tell him, this is not about your ability to write per se. It's about bringing in fresh ideas. It is about allowing other people's creative energy to flow. Right. It is about creating a feng shui of spirituality within the company that you have, so that nothing is ever stale. It's constantly moving, because once creative becomes stagnant, it dies.
Right.
If God is stagnant, God dies. The God within you. Mm-hmm. So I'm always speaking about things constantly having to move.
Right.
You know what I mean? A puddle of water, as I described it in my book, Hip Hop Decoded, plug. Right? A puddle of water becomes polluted because it's not flowing.
Yeah.
Right? But a river continues to flow and continues to renew itself, and our energy and creative juices flow the same way. So he is a stop plug. He's created a puddle as a writer. He's created a creative puddle in his company, and if that's going to be the template, he will fall.
Because I even read somewhere that
no disrespect.
He had writers at one point, but they tried to unionize and he fired all of them.
Okay, so no, that comes with the territory.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if it's going to take your company because one thing you have to surround yourself with is smarter people than you. That's what they say.
Yeah, I'm reading Ray Dalio's book. That's the guy who sat down with Diddy.
Yes.
And he had like a board, and he has this thing called like radical transparency.
Okay.
Right? And you know how some organizations, somebody messes up, you kind of hear about it, like, yo, so-and-so from marketing, like, they did something wrong.
They screwed that up.
They lay it all out on the table. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the only way we're going to get better. It's the only way we're going to learn from this.
Right. It's to be very transparent.
And you need somebody, like, people don't understand that we run a family business here, and we go at it when we need to go at it.
Absolutely.
And it's not personal either.
It's not personal.
Like, once we leave the room, it's just like, all right, what we going to eat now? Like, what we about to do now?
And it took us a while to get there because I'm Malcolm's dad.
Right. So it was weird trying to separate the two.
Exactly, until I had to tell him, bro, when we're here, I'm not your dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm your business partner.
Right.
And if you have to check me on something that I did wrong, it's nothing personal. I'm not going to pull a dad card and say, I don't give a shit, I'm your dad. Go to your room. You know, so we have to be able to hold each other accountable. But it's only 3 of us.
Right.
And Alejandro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So we have the ability to really identify where the stop plug is coming from.
Right.
But when you have a major company and a lot of people working for you, it becomes a little bit difficult. So that idea of transparency says, yo, bring so-and-so to the carpet. What made you make that decision?
Right.
And you got to be able to tell everybody in front of the group why that decision was made. I think that's great.
Yeah. And that's what it's called, Bridgewater, that company. And like they've been written about a lot of different times because of their
techniques.
The way they just do business is different.
And everybody out there, because I'm always talking to the Urban X Nation, when you start your family business, you got to be able to hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
You got to look across the table at your husband and go, bro, you said you was going to have that done.
Yeah.
And so forth, because what it does, it builds character as well. You know what I mean? And like we said, we don't take it personal. I'll be like, yo, what we eating or what we going after this? So we leave it where it has to be.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's very, very important because in 2020, everyone has got something going on. People are starting their business. People are beginning to get their feet wet and what they feel, you know, is going to bring them joy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's a mistake on his part.
Yeah, I think,
But he can say to me, nigga, you run a fucking internet channel or some shit, or, you know, what do you know? I'm just saying, I never want to be the person that's now, as a rap artist, of course. And now, you even see it in rap. Quiet is kept because the bottom line now is money.
Right.
And making a great record. So Drake might have somebody working on the hook, somebody working on this. You know, Kevin Hart might have a few jokes coming from here because it's not about if I can do it on my own. It's about what's the best product because we run a corporation. Right. So if I'm the only one making the donuts, but collectively everybody else is making better donuts, I think I need to get these better donuts out here.
Right. So literally, that's how business is supposed to run.
That's how business is supposed to run. But rap has created this thing without ego. I gotta write every rhyme, every hook, every chorus, and I'm cut from that cloth. But I understand outsourcing now because I'm a corporation. We're talking millions of dollars now. Or I can write all my rhymes and only get 10,000 streams and be like, yeah, I wrote that. Or I can have a pool of people because I have resources and I'm privileged and you're good at writing hooks and you got some dope punchlines that I can put together and we can. This is why Drake is on top. Quiet as kept. Drop the bomb to that. You may not like it, but and some people called him out on some shit, but he is sitting in boardrooms moving the meter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In levels that me and you could never understand because we're cut from a cloth of shouldering the whole burden. Like when Kanye make a beat, You think Kanye made that beat?
Yeah.
And then you look at the credits, it's 30
like,
motherfuckers
Yeah, he's
on
like,
this
wait,
song.
what?
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I like that. Put that in there. Because these guys just want to make the best product.
Right.
And that's the difference between, 80s and 90s artists and artists of today. They're just trying to make the best product.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So Felicia Turner said, have you listened to Toby? I don't know how to say this dude's name, but he is nice. I think I showed you him before.
Oh, sitting getting his hair braided?
Yeah.
Oh, he was
nasty.
Nasty.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, he's nasty. Yeah, he can get it in.
Yeah, he can go with the best of them.
He could go with the best of them. I really appreciated him, absolutely.
Muddy Waters, thank you for the donation.
Yeah, we thank you. We thank you
And
for
then
that.
somebody asked me early in the show, True Funk Soldier, as the day draws closer to the book release date, how you feeling, bro? It's a really surreal feeling.
Okay.
I worked very hard writing this book, and a lot of people don't know, but prior to Urban X and the blog and things like that, I was really to myself. Mm-hmm. I kept a lot of things just inside. So even putting up that first blog post on the blog that day was different for me. You know what I'm saying? Even promoting the blog that first day.
Yes,
that was
remember.
2017. That was October. That was April 12th, 2017. As a matter of fact, it was my mother's birthday, and that was different for me. You know what I'm saying? So, getting in front of the camera, that was different for me. And now getting on the mic live, every week. Different, yeah. I feel like you can see the difference.
And
in the
what
first
people
couple
don't know
episodes.
is this show was geared really to highlight you. I've been the black dot for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was telling my son, if you want to do this, I'm willing to come out of my shell. 'Cause
Right, yeah.
I don't like people. It may seem different because, when I meet people, I'm very lovely and friendly, but I'm on my Virgo shit. So we you know what I'm saying? We hermits. We can stay to ourselves forever. People will tell you, I'll show up on Sarnetta's show or Black Magic once every 6 or 7 months, and I was content with that. But I said, if my son, who is also a Virgo, and if you his friend, but he don't make a lot of new friends. But I had to use this platform to show you his brilliance and, his ability to, and he's gotten better. If you watch the first podcast to now, he's gotten a lot better. So I take a lot of the smoke and I try to, create a distraction a lot of times. It's just so that he can be comfortable and do his work. And I'm so proud of him because now you have grown into the author, the curator, the everything that you have become. So yeah, but it's okay to be nervous.
I'm mad nervous. Yeah.
It's okay to be nervous.
I'm mad nervous. Yeah.
But the village is gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? The village is gonna come out and show you their support and show you that they appreciate this body of work. Because even as Virgos, we our whole shit is service to others. Mm-hmm. This book is not about you. It's service to others. You sat down with individuals and you told their story. So the book signing, in essence, is about them.
Right.
We will be there, but we have a VIP area, and it's just for the 11 people in the book.
Yeah.
And Big Boo, which you saw in that clip, will be watching that. If you ain't in the book, you can't even go in there with them. So it's really about them, but you have come a long way. And then, of course, my show with Eli took on the same purpose, was to show that my son, who has cerebral palsy and some physical limitations, is a genius. This kid is brilliant. So I do 2 shows, and it's really about highlighting, the brilliance of these young men who are my world. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. This time, usually the book signing is for me.
Yeah, right.
And the light is on me, and it's not. I'll just be there hosting.
Yeah, I've never had I've had like a surprise party when I was like 8, but I've never had anything like
of this magnitude.
Yeah,
and we're pulling out all stops. So if you are in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Boston area, get in your car and come down, because this will be monumental.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah. And I'm going to have some Chinese midgets there. You know, calm you down. Relax you.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Chinese
You are
midgets will do
tuned
it.
into the sounds of Urban X.
So a couple months ago, we talked about the Cassidy versus Arsenal battle on your
Yes.
and we talked about it because I said like I didn't think Cassidy would have it because I just
You did say that. I gave Cassidy what is called a puncher's chance.
yeah. Footage came out and Lord,
It was that bad?
it was that bad, dude. Like
Ouch.
Marcus sent it to me early in the week. So I'm thinking like, okay, like let me check it for myself. He would just say, "Yo, bro, I made it through like 10 minutes of that, but it was bad." Like Cassidy is like historically bad. You get what I'm saying? Like they were in Philly and they booed him in Philly.
Wow.
His bars, they were literally from like 2003. Arsenal was just Arsenal, like just disrespecting him, like blowing smoke in his face,
Blatantly.
touching him, all that. Like really,
Ouch.
yeah, it was bad, man.
Ouch.
And he's been bad for like 10 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, it's to me, it's like basketball. If you step away from the game passes you by. Now, the principles of the game remain the same.
Yeah.
Right? So you understand this dribble, pass, shoot, but the timing of that is totally different.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, again, in my mind, I'm nasty. I still got it.
Yeah.
In my mind, my crossover is in reality, it is doom. Doom, doom.
Yeah.
In reality, if I get on the court right now, I'll be moving in slow motion and I'll swear I'm flying, right? So it's the same thing with this battle rap. You have to stay sharp. You have to understand the cadence of the new generation.
Yeah.
You have to understand the lingo. So he was resting on his laurels as Cassidy because he was nasty back in the day.
Yeah.
But this is not back in the day.
Yeah, you can see that if you watch the Lux versus Calico battle. Lux was a little different breed because he was just around what was happening. But you can see it in the first round. He stumbled. And people, he did that on purpose. No. He stumbled.
Right.
He recovered perfectly, beautifully, and he wound up, getting that back. But it's different. It's literally a different.
It's a different feel. And you gotta stay in it.
Jay Mills.
Yes.
Jay Mills. Same thing. He came back against K-Shine, and K-Shine got him.
Right. Absolutely. So what you have to do is you got to put your ego aside.
Yeah.
And you have to study. You have to study your opponent. See, in my day, I battled Rakim. I battled Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Lord Finesse, Percy P. in my mind. Not physically, but what I did was I always battled them like if I was facing him, this is what it would be. So that if it ever popped, I'm in tune with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were also my teachers as well.
Right.
Because you learn from the best. So you can't be stuck on, I'm so-and-so, and then get into this arena with these young boys. Didn't Joe Budden do that as well?
I think Joe Budden did better than a lot of people.
No, he did. He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But I think at the very end of it, in reality, if memory serves me correct, didn't he bail out in that battle or
So
something?
he, and that goes back to timing, right?
Shout out to Joe Budden. I need you to come to this book signing.
Facts.
I know you in New York. Just come to the book signing.
I'm through.
And let's stop acting like you don't know that Urban X is in the building. We in the building. And you come on through and, have a good time.
Yes, W. Watkins, yes, Cassidy lost. He got his ass whipped. But, what was I saying? About Joe Budden.
Yes.
So the thing with Joe Budden, when it comes back to timing, he didn't realize that if you, in a live battle, you got 2 bars that don't go over, and
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap after that.
It's a wrap. You may get it back.
Yeah.
But you got to get it back quick. You got to be sharp on your feet.
Yeah. So 2 bars didn't go over. People started booing, and then I don't think he just
Right. He
didn't
lost
recover.
his right. You got to be swift.
But I think if that didn't happen, I thought the battle was way closer than it appeared.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
But that was my battle talk, because I don't know, battle rap is in a really weird place.
Yes.
I think because a lot of the quote unquote top tiers that were top tiers 10 years ago haven't really evolved. They haven't really moved on.
And I'm seeing so many mini battle rap divisions that it kind of get watered down. Anybody think they can battle rap now?
Yeah.
I'm ready to get my hat in the ring if some old school dudes want to go at it.
Shaka W. Yeah, 50 Cent's invited. We squashed the beef with him.
We squashed the beef with 50. We did. Because now he's beefing with French Montana. And, that beef is going to get ugly because they know things about each other that we don't know. And so just sit back and get your popcorn ready. And, that's going to be something a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yes? I got an Urban Excellence story?
Yes.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Let's talk about this.
So, there's a new, my Urban Excellence story of the week is the new father and son podcast that will be debuting this month.
Yes.
And it's called Black Talk Conversations with My Son with Harold and Zaire Lafall. And the podcast was created as a platform to foster conversations and connections between black fathers and their children. Through the podcast, Lafell and his son Zaire want to empower black men to be vulnerable and open about their experiences so they can delve into how past encounters have shaped their perspectives on different topics. The father and son duo plans on covering topics that include childhood, trauma, wealth in the black community, love, relationship, race, and politics. He also wants to highlight the different examples of black fatherhood. If you look at the portrayals of black men in the media, you would think that black fathers are absent from their children's lives, and we know that that's not true. So what you're seeing now is more and more father and sons stepping onto the platform, getting this done. So we want to big up this particular podcast. I think it launches this month on Spotify, Radio Line, and iHeartRadio. So shout out Harold and Zaire Lafall on their brand new father and son podcast. We will be looking forward to checking it out.
Definitely.
And seeing some of the positive information that they bring. So shout them out, and we can't wait.
Because we don't hate.
Oh, nah. It's all about love here. It's all anything positive. Y'all know what we about. We goof off and have some fun and share some concepts. But anybody doing something positive that we can shed light on, we want to absolutely do that.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
We should probably take a commercial break.
Okay, do we have more commercials?
We should.
I don't know, cause we promoted my wife, to production manager.
I think the pressure got to her.
The pressure might have got to her, cause now she's slacking on her Mackin' a little bit. You know what I mean? So every time we give you a new title, what's the next title after production manager? What can we make her? To get her fired up and make her feel like she's
associate executive manager.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey, boy, I'm getting word that there could be a promotion, associate executive producer, if you do the right thing. So let's see what you got. Let's see what you got here. All right. How y'all doing tonight? Ladies looking good. Listen, I grew up on hip hop. You guys grew up on hip pop. Skinny jeans, dresses, mumble rap, funny hair, auto tunes. What the hell is that? Purses. Oh my God, this is crazy, man. Listen, you guys have been a great audience. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. I love you. Good night.
And we're back.
And we are back.
We are back.
In full effect.
Yes.
So I'm getting word that associate executive producer might be
I think that might work.
might be, I've been talking to the big bosses, and if you do the right thing, it's the way it works around here.
So did you hear about that story with the Georgia Tech football player that committed suicide?
Yes, this was a very traumatic story. A Georgia Tech Division I player,
Bryce Goldie.
Yeah. Him and his family was homeless.
Yes.
And but he was a Division I prospect.
4-star wide receiver.
4-star wide receiver. Yeah. So when you get 4 stars, that means you can do that thing.
Yeah.
And the pressure of living in the car with his family, in and out of cheap motels, along with some mental health issues, got the best of him, and he committed suicide recently. And this hurt my heart when I was reading the story. I posted it, on my Facebook page, and because not only is mental health something that we need to have a grasp on and deal with, but what struck me was what we don't understand, because we're on the outside looking in, and we criticize these athletes all the time. A lot of time these athletes, the whole family is depending on this. Right. The whole family is riding on you being able to go to college and turn pro because of poverty, not because you want to be a star or you a dumb jock. None of that. And a lot of times we pigeonhole these. Your whole family is riding, got this riding. So I'm glad that college now is offering an opportunity for these athletes soon to make money off their likeliness, so they're not as starving as, what I'm saying, they are, because how is he supposed to focus on his grades? You know what I'm saying? And, he's thinking about his moms. And when you homeless and you homeless with your moms, that's a whole nother level of trauma, because you never want to see your moms cry. You never want to see them. That's why the first thing they do, I don't care how many times their dad take them out to throw the fucking football and get up, they always thank their moms, and they want to get their moms a house, because your moms, you know what I mean, is everything. You don't want to see your moms hurting for anything. So when I heard this story, it really hurt me, you know what I'm saying, because of all the potential he had. And I think we need to just back off some of these athletes a little bit. And even some of these rappers. I saw a mother on Twitter recently crying because her son's song was playing on the radio. I don't know who it was, and she was there listening to the song, and she was crying because she probably know what this means financially, or what it means for her son's vision and dream. Right. So a lot of times we on the outside, we do these shows and we put somebody up on the board and we criticize, but there is another element to the story, and sometimes we miss it. So I don't ever want to miss the human element of these stories, and this one really bothered me, man. Yeah. It really did. So if you get a chance, read it. Bryce Goldie.
Yeah, I don't know how to. It's Gowdy.
Yeah, read his story, man. And it's just it's tough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like he had just committed to Georgia Tech,
right? And that's a great school. Yeah, your games are gonna be on TV.
And he was about to enroll early, as a matter of fact, because he had the grades to do so.
Right.
And that happened.
And that happened because, and what also probably got him is now he got to leave. You know what I mean? So he got to go to Georgia Tech and leave his mother and maybe his little sister or siblings to fend for themselves. And it's, it's tough.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. So big up, my condolences go out to his family, and I hope they can recover, from this young man's situation.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So we got word that Prince Harry. And Meghan Markle will pull back from their royal family duties.
What does that mean?
I have no clue.
What does that? You can't unfamily the family.
Basically, yeah, like
this is mob.
Yeah,
mob, blood in, blood out.
Yeah, only way out was in a box.
Only way out of this is in a box. And I heard her and the queen were not getting along. Megan, and because she here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She probably like, all that royal shit, spot of tea and all that old shit y'all talking. I ain't with that. So they come in here.
Because they have like official titles of Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Mm-hmm. So, but I don't know what stepping back from the royal family means. Like,
that means you're going to die.
Yeah, that
means car crashes is up. Princess Diana, if you remember.
His mom,
she stepped away. And I remember us covering that. It was some weird shit going on. And so I don't know what this means. Somebody in the chat may know what all the royal stuff means, and they can't do this, and they can't just bounce, and the queen is a witch. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe but that's crazy to be like, nah, we good. We're gonna go make our own money in America. Y'all keep the kingdom.
Yeah, she about to be back on Suits.
I denounce the throne. You can't just she's gonna be back on these shows, and that's a little crazy. That one took me by surprise. I'm not gonna lie.
So. I don't know what that means. I heard somebody said that they're moving to Canada. I don't.
Oh yeah, but you can't hide from the queen.
Yeah.
Are you serious? This is the queen.
Yeah.
Side note: did you see that 93-year-old man shoot the property manager because he had some water issues? Yeah. Now, if you ain't seen this on Twitter, he pulled out the blicker.
Shot him in both legs.
Shot him, bang, bang.
Yeah.
You could tell he was a gangster.
Yeah.
Back in his day, his body count is probably crazy.
Yeah.
He's 93. He let the lady leave or whoever that was, and he caught him, pong, pong. You know what I mean? So yeah, do not be sleeping on them old people. Get out of my way, pops. Pops put that shit on you. So you can't escape the Duchess in all of this. This is not. You know what I mean? It's not gonna happen. So let's pay attention to what happens to them.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
We need to start taking questions from the chat.
Let's get some questions from the chat.
And side note, when we ask y'all for questions for the Hulk, we need the questions.
Yes, we're gonna start the Hulk next week. Well, we getting past the book signing.
Let's get past the book signing.
Let's get past the book signing, and then we back on our Hulk tip. We need questions. Yeah.
Not from the same 5 people. We appreciate those 5.
But somebody hit me up, and I thought it was a great idea. It said, even if them same 5 people just don't say their names anymore, just if it's a good question, it's a good question. And I thought that was good, so I'll incorporate that.
Okay.
But these questions can be about health, finance, marriage, relationship, hip-hop, anything. And if I can't answer, I'll be like, yo, and nigga, I can't answer that. I have no idea what the fuck you talking about. But if I can give you a answer, and it's gonna be a G-rated answer because I don't know your situation personally. Right. So a lot of people got on my case. Now come on, Doc, you know you're supposed to say it was this and that. No. I gotta put the answers down the middle for the most part. And you have to decipher what I'm trying to say and what I can say, because everybody is different in what they do and how they interpret information. Yes?
Right.
Yes.
So side note, there was a movie called Bombshell that's coming out. Bombshell, and it's about the women Fox News anchors and their sexual harassment by the Fox News. Roger Ailes.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes, yes.
That happened. And Megyn Kelly, she was an anchor for Fox. She watched it. She said she was emotional. That she said there was some things that were off, but a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, because for the sake of TV, they're suing Jennifer Lopez
for the Hustlers movie. Right.
Because they're saying it's not true. But. Do you know this might just be a money grab by the girl who?
But do you know, like when a movie says based on a true story or based on true events, do you know how much you can play with that statement?
You can go all around that and just have one true event.
Yeah, literally
two true events in there.
It's able to sell more, I guess, tickets because you think, oh, this happened.
Right, absolutely.
Because I remember when what movie was that?
Because I'm hearing the Irishman.
There's a lot of
layers to that.
There's a lot of layers to the Irishman, but it was that haunted, not The Grudge.
Was it the camera movie? The movie with the camera?
Not Paranormal Activity, not that one. Was it Insidious? It might have been Insidious. I think it was like based off true events, and everybody was going to say, I'm like, how the hell can this be not that stuff doesn't happen? I'm not saying that, but like
Because Amityville Horror was based on, from the 80s.
But I always wonder like how can they like legally say that? But you can fabricate a whole bunch of stuff.
Facts.
So
it kind of gives you the leeway to.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of.
And I find it ironic that the movie is about a girl who was scamming people, and now she wants to sue people, which is a scam. She's just trying to get money.
Hilarious.
In my humble opinion,
hey, that's a good joke.
It's hilarious. It really is. The Black Dot Cashapp. Yeah. Oh yeah. Some people hit me up last week. I appreciate that.
Yo, did you see Charlamagne gift DJ Envy a mold
of his asshole?
Yeah.
And his balls.
Yeah.
See, this is why I don't fuck with Charlamagne in any capacity. And I know I can't say that because you got your book.
No, I'm
saying and you might be on his show. And
no, I was okay. So that took me for the weirdest. I was just like,
and this is what I mean. You just had Claude Anderson up there. You have all of these prestigious people up there who are supposed to be enlightening you and making your life better, and you give another man a mold of your asshole and your balls, and that's not even funny in any way, shape, or fashion. Yeah. I don't think that shit is cute. I don't think that shit is funny.
The Conjuring, that was what I was talking about.
The Conjuring, okay. So I don't think that shit is cute or funny or anything else. That was, right? So I can say I don't give a fuck about Charlamagne. No disrespect. Like, maybe he's a nice person. I have no desire to get on his show because I don't want to sit next to this nigga, and this nigga is a perverted piece of shit.
That was nasty.
That's just my humble opinion. And so, whatever is whatever. See, we can't play both sides of the fence with this.
Yeah.
I have to have my own morals and standards
that was gross,
of where I will and will not go.
That was gross.
And I know all of these, people get on this show because it's a big platform, and but you hoeing yourself to a certain degree too. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah, Charlamagne is a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Unless it's an act, right? But certain things you don't take your act that far. Like, I'll get up here and have some fun with you, but I'm not going to take my act that far for the sake of views and likes. And I know there'll be people who say he ain't really like that and this and that. I mean, there's certain lines men don't cross.
Yeah.
You never invite another man to your ball sack, even in playing.
And then
you know what I mean?
He said that Envy's father texted Envy like, yo, Charlamagne's gay, no doubts about it. But then I'm like, but Envy, you were laughing up there too.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna laugh at that. I'm not even gonna be like, yo, that was a good one, Charlamagne. I'm gonna be like, yo, nigga, I need to see you in the hallway, and I'm gonna put my hands on you. Yeah, I'm gonna grab your little fucking, and choke life out of you. Yeah, you know what I mean? So men don't ever play like that. You know what I mean? At least not the men that I'm cut, the cloth I'm cut from. You know what I mean? We don't ever play with no shit like that. Send a nigga a fucking picture of my asshole and balls like it's a joke. So I don't know what kind of relationship they have, but nah, I'm not good. I'm not good with that. Yeah, so gross. Black Dot won't be on. Not that I was gonna be on it anyway, but I'm just simply saying Black Dot won't be on.
But you see, like, all these prominent people up there, and then you just kind of in one swoop.
In one swoop, you just denounced. And this is 2020.
Yeah.
That was Charlamagne that maybe I would expect 8 years ago. And don't hide behind this mental illness shit. That shit was gay. You know what I mean? I don't care how you address it or you have issues with your sexuality. You just had Claude Anderson, Umar Johnson, Wesley Muhammad,
Neri
Muhammad, all of these prominent people who you're sitting next to who are imparting on you great wisdom to some degree. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And for a while, he showed growth. Yes?
Yeah.
Charlamagne, because the only reason they on the show is because of Charlamagne.
Yeah.
Because it ain't because of Envy and Girlfriend. Yeah. It's because of Charlamagne. And so they show Charlamagne respect when they're there, but they have to know this nigga's a bird. This nigga's off the rails.
Yeah.
So nah, I'm good.
Any questions?
Any questions?
I'm not seeing anything.
Any questions?
Anything else? What else? The gym is flattening out.
Now the gym is flattening out.
The gym attendance is flattening out.
Trust me, by next week it'll be back to the normal people.
Yeah, today I walked in like
because you don't change behavior in 3 weeks. They say 21 days to start a new habit, but to create a new lifestyle takes time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you come out the gate strong, and then you slowly but surely. So it's important to work on self, and don't make these grand expectations of what you think you can do. Start out small. You know what I mean? And get yourself ready. And I've been listening to Eric Thomas lately. I listen to Eric Thomas all the time. Me and wifey went to his very first public speaking event, and now he's the #1 public speaker in the world.
Really? More than Tony Robbins?
He's the #1 according to him. I'm just telling you what he said.
Look that up.
You know what I'm saying? So look that up. He said he's a multi-millionaire now. I do know that.
Yeah.
Right? And he speaks and he speaks about really challenging yourself. You know what I mean? Stop off the social media and creating reference points from other people. It's really about self. What are you willing to do? You know what I mean? So if he's not, I'm pretty sure he's up there.
Yeah, I see #1.
Yeah, he's the #1.
Les Brown is #2. Tony is 3.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. Well, hey, my boy doing his damn thing. Clap that up.
Wow.
So, start your day off with little Eric Thomas or Les Brown or whoever works for you. And because, believe it or not, you think you've heard it all, and you haven't. Every time I listen to him, he says something. I go, damn, that shit is right on point.
Right.
You know what I mean? So start your day off with that, and, pace yourself and work towards your goal. Because at the end of the day, it's really just about your journey and not the man sitting next to you and the woman sitting next to you and letting all of this Instagram shit screw you up.
Somebody has a question for you. Lenny Wilson, can you come to a panel discussion?
I usually don't do panel discussions. And let me tell you why. Because everybody on the panel gets into a pissing contest. A lot of times it becomes, who has more to say, and I don't think nothing truly gets done. Now, send me the information, and if I feel it's progressive to the point, yeah, sure, I'll come through if it's something feasible. But I want to put this out there for 2020. We are willing to take this Urban X Nation show on the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm willing to come to your city and do a podcast live with my partner here. You know what I'm saying? If the price is right and you can put us up and, all that kind of stuff. So for 2020, it'd be dope to go to Boston and Philly and Cali and do a podcast and, meet and touch the people. I usually, I retired from that, but for the sake of what we're doing to help our brand, I'd be willing to do that. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to dismiss the panel.
That'd be dope.
But, send me the details about it. And, maybe we'll get in panel. Somebody asked Malcom something before.
I saw, what is your daily routine for self-improvement? So, I tried not to touch my phone for the first hour I'm up. I wake up early.
Yes.
I try not to touch my phone for the first hour I'm up. I journal now.
What's the price? Hit me up in the email, UrbanX at gmail.com. UrbanX.nyc.
UrbanX.nyc at gmail.com.
UrbanX.nyc at gmail.com, and we'll work all that stuff out.
Yeah. Yes, I journal. I read. Definitely read.
Read, journal, whack his beat off.
No.
No, you don't. You don't.
No. See, the skin is clear.
Oh, you don't drain the chicken?
No. That takes away all your energy, man.
Right. Then you got to get back in bed.
It takes away all your energy, man. See, the skin is clear, man.
Got you. Yeah.
Go to the gym. You need all that energy.
So don't whack your meat off.
Nah. You gotta go to the gym. Go to the gym. Get all that energy out. You know what I'm saying? Exert those endorphins. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I go to the gym right after, come back, and then, drink my shakes, whatever, come to work.
That's what we do. That's what he does.
That's what I do.
Me? As soon as I get up, my Pornhub be like, good morning, Black Dot. It's been 19 minutes since you recently logged off. Will it be the usual Chinese midgets? Well, yes, it will be. Let's get this day
That's funny.
started. No, but that's a great. So whatever works for you. And Eric Thomas be getting up at 3 a.m. And, you know what I'm saying? And but that's his thing. You got to find your time. You got to get up. You got to start your day. And don't let nobody outside of you mess your day up, man.
Yeah.
Get your day rocking, man.
That's why you don't touch your phone.
That's why you don't touch your phone, because there is a infestation, a digital infestation that can affect your day. You read something you don't like, or you saw. I told you, I curate my timeline all the time. Like if you putting up assholes and fights and all this negative vibration, I just mute you. I want to see people who tell them, yo, I just got this new position, or I'm starting this new thing, or come to that. That's the stuff I want to see. You know what I'm saying? And Chinese midgets. But that's collectively what I want to see, and we rock out.
I saw another question. First, somebody asked you, what do you think about Vlad's racial harassment court case?
I don't know all the details about it. Yeah. I'm getting some of the information now. So I don't like to really speak about hearsay until we get all of the information.
Gotcha.
You know, and when I read up a little bit more, you know what I mean?
Malcolm, break down your daily routine when you were in the 9 to 5, when I was in the 9 to 5. I woke up at 5. No, I woke up at 4.
Mm-hmm.
And when I would go to the gym and I would rush back home, and then take a shower and everything, because I didn't have to be at work till 9:30, and then I didn't get off till 5:30, and then I would get home. If you're trying to work on like a side business, when you're doing 9 to 5, you have to schedule your days. I don't think you should try to push everything into every day.
No, because everything collapses when you do that.
Yeah, like you'll really like run yourself into the ground. And don't listen to everybody like, nah, hustle. Like, you'll really run yourself into the ground.
No, it really is about balance.
Yeah.
So that you can be effective at what you do.
Yeah, especially you got your wife or husband at home, you got kids.
Absolutely.
You have to kind of just
curtail.
No.
Curate.
Not curate. I'm butchering that word. I don't know why I'm saying it wrong. But you kind of just have to, put everything in this box. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what I was doing, Tuesdays I was coming here.
Right.
Remember, at first it was just every Tuesdays. We had Eli's podcast, and then it became Tuesday and Thursdays, and then it became the weekends. You have a little extra time to play with, so you just kind of have to figure out what works for you.
Yeah, and what you'll notice is there's plenty of time if you be honest.
That's a fact too.
Like wifey used to be sitting down and catching up on her programs.
That's a fact too.
And then I'd be like, well, why didn't you get that done?
That's a fact
well,
too.
I didn't have time. Well, I just saw you watch 7 episodes or some shit. You know what I mean? So if we're honest with self, there's always time to go to work and run your business, and do not let people tell you you cannot do both. I did both for years. I drove a bus for damn near 20 years and still ran a business on the side and still did these things. You can do both. You know what I mean? So you know, and it's easier to segue when you're not under so much pressure. I gotta make this work because I'm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it can work, and you can find all the hours you need.
Compartmentalize. Thank you. That was the word. I don't know why I couldn't think of that just now. Thank you.
Compartmentalize.
That's why we got the chat, man.
That's why we got the chat. Our chat is smart.
Yeah, man.
They smart. I listen to our
chat.
chat.
I really could not say that word just now. I don't know why.
That's because you was drinking champagne.
It was a little weak.
Yeah.
Sangria.
Yeah, sangria. You know.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yes. So, any other questions?
Somebody asked, will we come to Cleveland? We'll come to Cleveland if you know.
Yes, absolutely.
The numbers is right.
Yeah, we trying to do this.
We'll come out.
And come out and meet the people and add, some positive vibration, where we go.
Facts.
But we, you got to put us up right. I used to travel and do lectures and stay at people's houses and shit. Because that's the way Bobby did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bobby Hemmett would stay anywhere and shit.
Somebody asked about Bobby Hemmett's well-being, if you know anything.
I don't know anything as of late, but no news is always good news. He put in his work, and, if he's resting and relaxing, because I see a lot of his old clips, and they just bring me back to vintage time of how advanced Bobby was in his thinking. A lot of that stuff is relevant today. So I'm not staying in anybody's on anybody's couch. None of that kind of shit. No more. Last time, I did that a few times. Like, if I travel with Griff, we could be up in a Four Seasons, or we could be in a trap with niggas with guns. Griff's fan base is from 0 to 100. Yeah. We get police escorts to lectures sometimes, and sometimes we in Memphis in the trap. You know what I mean? So I'll make exceptions for Griff because he's the only one who came to get me and took me all around the world. And they are being honored at the Grammys this year. They're getting a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Shouts out.
Public Enemy. Well deserved. And I hit Griff up, and he's working on a new album. And word is, I might be on that album. I don't know.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Just putting some rumors out there.
I'll believe it when I see it.
So shout out to Professor Griff, Soleil, their whole movement, what they offer and what they do. But yeah, Griff, it could be anything. It could be the police with us, leading us to the base because they recognize them, or it could be the fellas in the trap who holding us down. Yeah.
What else? Are you familiar with Admiral Byrd and the Land Beyond Antarctica?
No, I'm not. But I did recently hear that scientists have just heard some humming sound coming from the bottom of the ocean. That was as of tonight. Now, I say that because we could be at war.
Humming sound?
Humming sounds coming from the bottom of the ocean. Now, you know the ocean is so fucking vast.
Right, so it's like whales hum.
No, not
whales down there.
Not fucking whales. They know what whales humming. It's an unfamiliar sound coming from the bottom of the ocean. Now I don't know if this has something to do with these new sonic weapons.
'Cause I think there is. Puerto Rico just got two
so
earthquakes,
the tectonic
and then
plates could be moving, or something is going on artificial, and the byproduct of that you felt in Puerto Rico.
Did you hear about the Iranian? It was a Ukrainian plane that got shot down by Iranian missiles.
No.
That happened yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Yeah.
And there was some people on that plane. Yes,
there was 180 passengers on that plane.
I heard about that. I did hear it. Yeah. And did you see Bush's Trump's speech?
Yeah, he was locked in, bro.
He was locked in. He didn't seem like a fumbling, bumbling fool until he messed up the word tolerate.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not gonna tolerate.
Yeah.
But other than that, did you see how smooth and poised he was?
And then the only thing that, I guess liberal media had on him was how many times he sniffed. And he did it like 58 times, and they just made a montage of him sniffing. And then somebody was like, that's all y'all had for that?
Yeah, right. But he was... he did not look like a bumbling
he was posed.
Fool. He was poised.
Yeah, I was like,
you know what I mean? So you understand in wartime, a fool can play the role of a wise man, but a wise man can never play the role of a wise man can play the role of a fool.
Yeah.
But a fool can never play the role of a wise man. Yeah. So you got to understand a lot of what you think about this man because he was on some, they standing down right now. He was like, listen, let me tell you, the shit we got, and fuck them up. So I think it's best for them to stand down. I want their kids to have a future.
Yeah.
That was some gangster shit.
I was like, oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like, talk your talk.
He was talking that talk like, and irregardless of if what he's saying is true and they got yellow cake and all that old kind of shit. Look, these niggas got yellow cake. And all that.
He said, I ain't want to say this.
But they
went to Africa, got some yellow cake.
They got some fucking yellow cake, son. So
he said, I got some right here. He said, don't drop that.
Don't drop that shit. Chappelle show is the funniest shit. So
God, don't drop
we
that.
understand that there's a farce of who we're trying to get into oil and, their independence. We understand the politics that go behind it. I'm just talking about when he got in front of that camera. Mm-hmm. And he looked to the left and looked to the right of him, and he spoke that talk.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So, with that being said,
what else we got? I saw something else. Did you? We didn't talk about Lonnie Love talking about black men not being able to be faithful because
who the hell is Lonnie Love?
She's on The Real.
Oh, okay.
Tanya watches that show.
Is she the black lady?
Yes.
she's dating the white guy.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
It's
I think Boyce Watkins mentioned something recently about that.
Yo,
yes.
Boyce Watkins also made Lizzo quit Twitter.
Yeah, is that true?
Yeah.
Is he taking credit for that?
I don't know.
Is he gonna claim the body?
I don't know, but the media is giving him that.
Boyce, you claiming that body? You bodied her like that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, did you know now on... We're going to get back to the Lonnie Love thing. But you know, now on Twitter, they're going to make it so you can put a tweet and put the settings to it. Nobody can reply to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's a good thing for bullying and things like that.
Absolutely.
But that's also a bad thing because like we said about reading stuff you don't agree with.
Right.
You're going to just live in your own bubble now.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So, it's not a perfect system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're trying to work it out. But back to the Lonnie Love
But back to the Lonnie Love thing. If you look on that panel, there's only women who either don't date black, who are not black, don't date black, or talk down about black. So they have Amanda Seales up there now, who's we've talked about her on this channel plenty of times.
Yes.
There's is that Tia or Tamara? I think that's Tia.
One of the twins. Yeah.
One of the twins. She has a white husband.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that the one with the white? That is the one with the white husband. Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's Tamara then. I don't know which. Whatever.
Yeah.
Lonnie, she dates somebody white. The other one, the Asian one, is dating Jeezy right now. That's kind of
weird.
off.
Okay,
yeah,
that's a little weird.
It's kind of a little weird. But yeah, like I don't take stock into anything any one of these women
and
say.
What she eat don't make me shit.
Yeah.
So we gotta stop personalizing these people's journey. Do what you do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because again, the allure of all of this is dissipating. Mm-hmm. So we're not gonna be feeling like she affecting the whole black community. No, she is not.
That's Tamara. Yeah.
She's affecting herself. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's just a sign of what she is going through. When Lizzo had her ass out, that was Lizzo's ass in her business. You know what I mean? Sure, it's a trending thing we can talk about, but she clowned herself.
Yeah.
I didn't feel clowned. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel my wife was clowned by that. So we got to stop personalizing all of this crazy shit. You know what I mean? And just let it go.
Facts.
Let it go.
What else we got, man? So don't forget to subscribe to the blog, UrbanX.NYC.
Yes.
Don't forget to download the app.
Oh, yes.
Urban
yes.
Excellence.
We got the app now.
Don't forget to download the app.
Download the app. It's free.
What else? Don't forget to pre-order my book, my new book.
Pre-order that book.
And if you can make it, please come out.
Put the gas in the car right now. Just if you was on the fence.
Yeah, man, just come out, man.
Put the gas. It's free. And we're going to have some food. Not like little, like, damn, I'm really hungry. You know, we put it in.
Listen, man, we got drinks. Drinks are not free.
The drinks ain't free. No.
So I saw somebody ask that. No, they're not.
No, the drinks ain't free, but the food, and we got a lot of salty food, too. So you be like, damn.
So you're going to have to drink.
I'm going to need a drink. Let me get two. So, you can get some food.
We have some vegan options as well.
Oh, we got vegan options. Hotep options, no tap options, everything you want. We're gonna have a dope DJ in the building playing some music. Man, this thing is gonna be on and popping. We're gonna have some merch that's not on the site that we're gonna be debuting at the event.
Yeah.
So you need to get in the car because you was thinking about it and come on through and shake Malcolm's hand and shake my hand. Let's do that.
We're gonna have a good time, man.
Let us do that and start the year off right. It's Dr. King's weekend.
Yes.
So we can talk about the dream if you want to sit around and talk about the dream. Whatever. Come on through. Boston, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Philly. Come on through.
Yeah, come through, man.
2 hours. Ain't no work on Monday.
And somebody said it too. Likes are free, man. Like the video. It's 1,000 of y'all watching.
Yeah, please like the video. Jeez. Can we get some love?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and with that being said, are we out of here?
Let's get up out of here, man, because I'm tired. I'm hungry. I got to record some of this audio.
He's got to get the audio book in the middle of the night where everything is quiet.
Exactly.
Then he can record.
We did Librarian. We did talk about the Ricky Gervais
yes.
monologue early in the show.
Yep, it's in there.
So for the people who are listening, we thank you. Subscribe to the blog. Subscribe to the podcast. Listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio and iTunes.
iTunes, yeah, we on there.
Yeah,
we
on
everywhere,
all.
man. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, we are there. Audio Boom, Deezer, I think it's called. We here.
We here. We love you guys.
We appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you guys.
Week in and week out.
Absolutely.
And we will see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace. We are out of here.